Okay, so this is Red Firefly with Noobcast Gaming. I wasn't sure if it was recording because I haven't done a video in a long time. And right now I'm going to be doing a game overview of a game that I played. But I'm going to be trying a new technique or a new kind of inside kind of thing. Okay, to be more exact, what I'm doing is that I'm not going to be watching everybody. I'm actually going to be watching our opponent. And I'm going to be doing game comments on games that I haven't played for a week or I haven't rewatched for a week. That way I'm a little surprised by what's going on. Particularly this game, I did save and I did want to go over again because I renamed it Sore Loser. And for everybody who's out there, whether it's low level or high level, you're going to see a lot of people who you play against who are just sore freaking losers, including me sometimes. So we're going to pause this for a moment here. And we're going to watch this not from Red Firefly's point of view, but let's choose someone from our opponent. Why don't we do CLGCOD? Okay. I don't even remember how this game goes. So we'll go on a little foreplay here. So right here, he is Terran. Ally includes Hermit, who's also Terran, and YXR, who is right here, Zerg. Pretty awesome. And obviously you can see the chat from my original play. And I don't even remember exactly what do I do. But right now I'm going to just concentrate on CL, on what he does. What does he do? He's actually pretty good in this game. I think he scores actually pretty well. So here he fills up with 11 and then he builds his supply depot. So he's has one in queue right now, and he sends one of his SCVs out to scout, which is awesome. I mean, that's an awesome thing to do. You do want to scout. His allies here is doing the whole building a barrack, and he's doing the exact same thing. He's building a barrack. And he's building his economy strong. So right here, you discover that there is one Protoss right here. Awesome. He's continuing. He's actually pretty good because as you can see here, he has a lot of things hotkeyed as he goes between things. And he views different things. Pretty cool. So I'm actually quite impressed by this because you can see here he's getting a lot of things done at the same time. He has his things hotkeyed. It doesn't tell me what he does exactly for the hotkey, but you get a good idea of what he's doing. So right now he's starting to make an orbital command. At the same time, he's scouting his opponents, which includes me. Look, he sees me and he sees that I have a forge. What could that possibly mean? Oh wait, look, I tried to do a cannon rush, which I believe failed utterly. But one thing to keep in mind, oh look, because I'm concentrated over there, he decides to build a bunker and he's going to try to rush me. Awesome idea. But right now, if you take a look at his opponent is going to be behind on minerals because he had pulled most of his mineral lines. And I use my probes to take out that bunker. Because why not? The thing to keep in mind is never underestimate your SCVs, your drones, or your probes because they can take things out and they can actually cause a decent amount of damage. Like they took out my cannons when I tried to cannon rush a Zerg. And honestly, I don't on purposely try to cannon rush a Zerg. If it just so happened to be cannon rushing a Zerg, then it's cannon rushing a Zerg. I am very curious right now if we check on resources to see how Purple is doing because we keep on harassing him, and it seems to be working pretty well because he is behind. Like even right here, he's capped at 18. You're going to need a few more overlords to do that. Though he does take out my my things. So going back to here, you can see he's an awesome player. And one thing I do give him props is the fact that he obviously is a high-level player. He can multitask to the ability that you need to go up in this game. But the problem is that he's a sore freaking loser in this game. And that's just because it's just how it plays out. He has a bunch of things right here. and he just is doing this. Right now he's building his factory and he's building a starport. And I've seen this technique before where you build one thing and then you build the extension, the tech lab, or the reactor for it. And then when it's done, you just actually move the other building that you were working on onto it. Quite impressive, actually. And here he's doing his command center. So Purple tries to rush over here, but he gets blocked by whatchamacallits, cannons. And then he tries to go into here, which this is actually a build I used to do when I first started playing SE2, where you build all of your buildings around, and that is your wall of defense. But he's doing quite fine. So right here, going to this guy who is the awesome player, who's the wine baby and everything, we're going to speed it up a little bit. The thing that I find quite peculiar is this guy right here has an abundance of minerals. When you play this early in the game, as I say in a lot of different commentaries, you do not freaking want to have an abundance of minerals. Because an abundance of minerals just means that you're not utilizing to where you need them to be. I mean, the most you should have them is like 400, 500, because that means that you're doing a quick expansion. And you can see here that, oh shoot, he is getting attacked by DTs. That is not fun for him at all. And he can't scan because of the fact that, lo and behold, he had lifted off his orbital command, which I don't even think was ready. Oh, it could do it. So he's getting a little annoyed, and that puts him behind by far because he only has 95 on there. Surprised at this point, oh, he doesn't have enough minerals to build another missile turret and then have anything to kill it. So I'm pretty sure that this is a sore moment for him to be like, hey, I have nothing. And his allies don't even send anything over. Well, what could they send over? Over here, his yellow ally, who has, again, have an abundance of minerals, can't do anything. And he sends over a Banshee. Good job, man. I think he accidentally sends over this thing right here. Oh, finally his ally comes and scans for him. And now he can't see anymore. But that does put him behind. At one point he does say that he's stuck with noob allies, which I agree with him. If your ally at 9 minutes into the game have just that much and has 1,300 minerals, what the hell is he doing? Oh, that's my phone. I'm going to silence that for you. His other ally has 690. What is he doing? Oh, he's like pumping out some roaches, I think. Yep. But still. You can see here, just because they have the tower, that there are some really, really slow zealots coming. And the zealots being slow means that they haven't had the upgrades yet. Not good. So what kind of defense does he have to go against it? Nothing. Which sucks to be him. Over here, his allies send his roaches, which haven't even been upgraded. Doesn't even know burrow. What the hell has he been doing with all of his minerals? Nope, just massing. I can see why he was frustrated and a bit sore about it. But still, it's the luck of the draw, it's the luck of the game. Trust me, I play games where I'm just like, I'm the sucky player, or my allies are the sucky player. It happens, you live with it. And always going for the mineral line, always positive. Now, I'm really curious what my ally here, who has 1,100, 1,200 minerals here, what is he doing that he has so many things? No idea. But everyone's put behind on this side, this team, just from the mineral line rushing. Yellow here is not put behind, but he still has an abundance of minerals, and I don't see him having much to show for it. Sort of sad. And also, what the hell is he having this factory float for? Go do something productive with it, and you don't have enough gas. Why is that? Because you only have one SCV mining from this here. What the hell? Let's keep everything over here too while we're at it. Ooh, Rodro's on. I haven't seen Rodro in forever. After this, I'm going to want to play with Rodro. And back comes the DTs. Think people don't like cheesy moves. Cheesy moves just happen. But it's the way the game works. You got to expect the unexpected. And if there's a cheesy move, there's a cheesy move. But at least he knows how to control his allies' units, and obviously they shared. So here comes some of their purple roaches to take out things. Have they even had the decency of upgrading? No, no upgrades. So sad. At least they should aim to take out this right here, the Dark Shrine. That's the smartest thing to aim for. No, they go and try to take out the pylon and take out the units here and take out the cannons. Not smart at all. He's not actually helping his allies at all. Oh, I forgot that I did voids. Yeah, I did voids. Attacked his allies and had voids. Not a happy camper over here. Going. Oh, he has an observer. Very smart move on his side. Still, I would say go take out the Dark Shrine. And here you can see that Hermit is going to do a drop, which is a common technique for... Oh yeah, I forgot that too. A common technique for for Terrans to do that and do that. Hold on a minute. It's quite amusing that when people find out you're a girl that they give you a lot of nicknames and extra attention. Actually quite annoying. So they're taking out all of our mineral lines now, which is a smart move on their side. But unfortunately, if we look at everything here, I'm fine as far as minerals go. At this late in the game, maybe the mineral line's not the smartest thing to go after. Killing. And we're halfway through the game at this point. Orange has been set behind long into the game. He's already built his second base, and at this point, Yellow is controlling the units here and moving things around. You can see here the roaches are making their comeback, and they're being followed by an observer. And he has nothing to show for it. If I was him, I would use a drone and rebuild immediately. But nope, he's not multitasking. He is just concentrating up here, which is not being productive at all. Ooh, voids are killing everything. That's why you want to have some anti-air. And he's doing a decent job, except for he doesn't realize that blue has another base somewhere. Well, not blue. Teal is, well, they actually do put teal behind. Never mind. So he does a good job of that. Again, he should have went for the Dark Shrine. But for him, he has nothing. Nothing. No rebuild. I can see why Orange was frustrated with him. The poor guy. But he wasn't being much nicer at the end. So finally he rebuilds his base. He could have had this rebuilt during that time that he was doing the whole roaches attack, but no, he didn't. Orange here is trying to redeem himself. Yellow, again, abundancy of minerals and nothing to show for it. Okay, very little to show for it. And he's behind on gas. Look here. One refinery, one SEV. You should have at least 3 in there, especially. And he still has a factory floating around. Awesome job. And here we have an abundancy of void rays coming to join the party and to slow Orange down some more. Orange, not happy camper. Of course not, because he doesn't have much to show for it. They're not even upgraded. Sort of sad. Yeah, I called myself sad. And Orange, if you look at his minerals here, he has an abundance of gas. Not much minerals to show for it. Oh, and I believe they do take out all of these voids, but he's still behind. Very much behind. And Hermit drops right here on this guy. Max is actually the what you'd call the weakest link in our team for that last game. But that's fine. It happens. I would say that the weakest link for their team would be purple, the Zerg. Not much more to say for that. Mineral field depleted. Need to get more minerals so that you can build another command center. And there he goes, building another command center. But what does he have for units? Just this right here. I mean, he's really good, as you can see, he's really good at micromanaging, which does play in his favor, but that's about it. Here his allies, Medivacs come back and heals him up, which is awesome. And we still have a good 10 minutes left in this game as everything's going. The reason for multitasking, he has nothing right here. If we take him out, there's no point in taking him out. At this point, if I was him, because he's so late in the game, I would just feed my ally, because that would make sense. Feed my ally, go on with the game. So he goes in here, try to take out the expansion here, because it makes sense to take out the expansion. Props to that, because that is exactly what you should be doing. Slow your opponents down as much as possible. Jack is very smart here as he comes and saves his extra base with his abundancy of colossus, which I should probably start trying to build more of those. Honestly, is that all I have in production? I'm really curious. Let's check the army and see what we have. Not that. Units. Units, red. Oh, I don't have much for my name at all. Oh, well. Resources, back to resources. Orange being the strongest. Yellow finally building extra refineries. But seriously, what's the point of building refineries when you have an overly abundancy of SCVs here and you still have a floating factory? What the fuck? Floating factory. This guy here, nothing. He's finally getting his spawning pool out. It's just like he just restarted the game. There's nothing for him to do. He has an abundancy of minerals, abundancy of gas, and nothing to show for it. His ally here, who has barely anything left, well, now he has more, is working really hard on Vikings? Yep, on Vikings. Very hard on Vikings. And you can see here to take him out. Ooh, darn. I decided to go again for Zerg, which probably was pointless because Zerg was no threat for me. The only one who's the biggest threat for us would probably be yellow. And orange right now doesn't really have much for his name either. So I can start to understand him being very frustrated with it. Purple being behind. I'm pretty sure teal was behind for us for the whole time. Until he built here. Which still puts him a little bit behind. Red Firefly taking out purple. Alright, so different things to look at this game as it finishes up here is, one, you want to multitask so that you're not concentrating just on attacking as purple did. Earlier in the game, purple just, even after his only base was taken out, just concentrate on micromanaging. At least use that time, utilize that time and rebuild your base because it would not slow you down as far as this goes. Purple was just pointless at this point. Doesn't have much to show for it. Orange worked really hard, and I can understand him being really frustrated. Yellow, abundancy of minerals, lack of gas. Lack of gas. Oh, he finally has like 3 here and 1 here. Did he help here? Nope. So, I call it a sore loser game because of the fact that Orange here being really upset with the outcome. I believe he was rated like a diamond player and we were all like, you know, platinum gold. He got so mad he challenged us all to a game. Understandable, but that doesn't do anything. It's a game. And honestly for me, I know I'm not a really good player by myself and I don't freaking care because it's just a freaking game. Just live with it. Look at all the blood as you kill these things. So we all decide that he's the strongest, so obviously we go for him. Take out his reactors. One thing I learned when I first started playing this game that people taught me, and they would actually yell it over vent, take out the reactor, take out the tech labs, because that's going to slow them down from production. You can see here Hermit copies his opponent and builds a bunch of these things Vikings. Good idea. But still, doesn't help much right now because they still are being slowed down. The three of them have the lowest minerals at this point, and the three of us have quite an abundance as we rebuild. And probably upgrade too. Going. I mean, it was a good fight. A 31-minute game is a good fight. Here, his opponent has upgraded units, which is awesome. This guy right here, seriously, try to find something else to be productive at this point. Like, feed your minerals to your allies, because at this late in the game, it's not saying much for you. There isn't much that you can do. Because they're being pretty selfish, and I think the only two that are really working as a team is orange and yellow here. As they attack, they're going to go try to take out this here, I believe. Yep, there they go. They scan, they're like, oh, we can take that out, and they can. Look at that army right there. They can take that out, especially with micromanaging abilities. And these right here, these Vikings, they're doing pretty well too. Go in and take this out. Take out an expansion. Because that's buying them time as Orange is trying to rebuild. Now, this is a perfect time for Jack here to utilize his Colossus even more and cause a good amount of damage. Now, Colossus, if you can micromanage, causes a good amount of damage. There you go. Goodbye. And here's the sucky thing. All of these Vikings! Not fun to deal with. Vikings are not fun to deal with. I actually do mass Vikings too. I've done a build where I did mass Vikings and mass Banshees, and it turned out to be a pretty awesome build. So at this time, I'm very curious what I'm doing, but I'm not even going to look, because you can tell here that I am building something, but utilizing all of my minerals to the fullest extent. Blue here has a bunch of expansions going on. Light blue, I don't know what he's doing. I don't even know where he's at. And then here, purple, just started mining again. I mean, with that abundance of minerals, he should be feeding his allies. He's just restarting the game and being pointless. Not helping them out at all. Understand their frustration. Can't do much for them. So, they drop over here. Going to take out different things. Stop this expansion from happening. Good idea. They probably should kill the probe. That would be the best idea, is to kill the probe. Oh, everybody wants to play games. Alright, let me send them a really quick message and tell them, tell Horzium to give me 5 minutes. Oh. Alright. And here I come in and take them out. Very good game. Now we're going to speed this up really quickly because apparently I'm being summoned to do another live filming, which is awesome. Alright. Really quickly going through. Oh my god. Oh, they kicked me out of the team. That's okay. That's why I should probably be recording these in the earliest mornings when everybody is not awake and don't know me. And taking out purple again. Purple seriously should have gotten the queue and just started feeding his allies minerals. That is what I would have done if I was purple. Orange and yellow, not really having a fighting chance left. I mean, they do, but if you look at the board, just look at this board in this corner here. Let's do view all. Majority of this board belongs to our team here. To my team. Yeah, I forgot I did this too. So at this point, it's last stand. Their last stand could manage it. So right here, sending in their Vikings to go take out my Void Rays, which is great. My Void Rays are upgraded. What about their Vikings? Not. And here he is, being the sore freaking loser he is. All noobs. Good job, man. Good job. You lost, and you are just a freaking sore loser. Can't accept it. If you ever listen to this podcast, I actually do give you props for the way that you play. Because honestly, you are good. You're a really good player. You're just a freaking ass loser. And there I get another phone call, and my cat jumps onto my lap. McMax? Not really. Not a very easy game. We just lucked out in a lot of the game. So at this point, we're all going in. We're taking them out. We own about 3/4 the board. There's no point in them right now. Nothing left. Alright. I'm going to put my cat down because he jumped on my lap. Going to say, see y'all later. And check us the next video. Also, visit us at noobcastgaming.com. Thanks, everyone.